Do you need a new smartphone stand? In today's How to Slice, we're going to be checking out some awesome models. So let's start. This is the balloon smartphone stand. As you can see, this is a really nice model of a balloon to support your smartphone. As you can see, it's got this region right here to lay your smartphone down, and it's got even a hole so you can pass through the cable. It's not going to be visible. So this is a really nice model to print. And let's take a look in this How to Slice the best print settings to print this model. So first off, as you can see, it's divided in two parts. So you can use less, you don't have to use any support for this model. So this part right here, you can just assemble and it will look really nice after printed. So let's go to the print settings and take a look at the best print configurations. So over here in layer height, we're going to be decreasing this value to 0.16 millimeters so we get a better quality print. This way, the layers are going to be less visible and you're going to get a really good quality print. Over here in perimeters, you can leave it at 3. 3 is a good value to get a really rigid model. As for infill, we're going to be increasing the infill to 15% just so we can get an extra infill density. You can even reduce this value to 12% just to save a tiny bit of filament. And for fill pattern, we're going to leave it at gyroid. Gyroid is a really nice infill pattern because it prints in waves, so your printer never goes on a straight line. This reduces the chance of resonancy and decreases the chance of your print failing while printing the infill. As for skirt and brim, we do not need any brim or skirt for this model. What you could do is just add a tiny bit of brim to the knob right here because it's got a really poor bed adhesion. As for this model, it does not need any brim because it's got a good bed adhesion to the build plate. So we're going to be adding brim just to this model right here. So in the print settings, general print settings, you do not have to add brim right here. I'm going to be showing you a nice tip to add brim to custom pieces of the plate. So you do not have to change any of these values. So let's go to support material. As for support material, as I said, we do not need any support material for this model because it's breaking down to pieces, so you're not gonna have to enable any support material. As for speed, this is a simple model to print. It doesn't have tiny overhangs, so you don't have to reduce the filament speed. You can leave it at your standard printing speed. So over here, as you can see, the model is ready to print. As for the knob, let's just add a tiny bit of brim. So I'm going to show you this quick tip. So first off, you can go over here, select the model that you want to customize settings, add settings right here, skirt and brim, and add a brim width and brim type. So as you can see, we just added an object settings. This is a settings just to this object right here. So you can change layer height, every parameter you want just to the specific model right here. So what you can do is, as it says right here, brim type, outer brim only, and we're going to be selecting a 7mm brim. A brim is really nice because it increases the surface area of the piece right here, so it doesn't tip over. Sometimes you got a poor bed adhesion to the plate because you got a big small area contact. So by adding a brim, it will increase the surface area that connects to the build plate. So as you can see, the model is ready to print. We added custom brim to the knob and to the support smartphone holder. We decreased the layer height so we can get a good quality print in this model. So let's slice and take a look. So I just sliced the model, and as you can see, we got a good quality print in the balloon region right here. And as for the knob, we added custom brim. So as you can see, it's not gonna tip over, it's gonna print perfectly fine. What you can do is, if you print this model, sometimes you might get some visible layers right here. You could be adding ironing in the topmost surface. This is really nice, so you can go over here to the print settings and add ironing. Let's go to layer height, layers and perimeters right here, and add, let me just find ironing. Ironing is in infill, enable ironing, all top surface. So as you can see, this is gonna, if you select topmost surface only, you add just ironing to this topmost surface of the model. So by selecting all top surfaces, it's gonna add ironing to this region right here and this region. So as you can see, ironing is a feature to reduce visible layers on the topmost surface. So as you can see, now it's harder to see those layer lines, especially in the top most surface right here, because it's quite visible. So as you can see, as I sliced before, you could see the yellow regions. So as you can see, it's going to take 21 hours to print, and it's going to use about 257 grams of filament. So the model is ready to print. Make sure you check all of our models in stlflix.com, and happy printing to all of you guys. See you later.
I hope you guys enjoy it. Those slicing videos are an initiative from STL Academy, which is the educational project from STL Flix. So if you guys want to learn more about 3D printing, you could check our description and look at STL Academy courses. And don't forget, see you guys at the next slicing.